Every morning the ritual began, a silent pilgrimage to the polished surface, a moment of quiet confrontation. My eyes met theirs, a familiar stranger staring back from the silvered depths. It was never quite me, not truly. A subtle distortion, a whisper of difference in the curve of a lip, the shadow beneath an eye. A phantom twin, always present. This reflection was a canvas for unseen emotions. Some days, a radiant glow, a lightness I hadn't felt. Other days, a profound weariness, a brokenness that mirrored my hidden fears. We existed in a strange, unspoken pact. Two entities bound by glass, yet separated by an invisible chasm. A silent dialogue of glances and unspoken truths. The face in the mirror was a chameleon. It shifted with the unseen currents of my inner world, yet always seemed to amplify them. A smile could become a grimace, a frown, a chasm. It held my anxieties, magnified. It wore my unspoken sorrows, etched deep. It was a living portrait of my subconscious, painted in fleeting expressions. I watched it age, not with the passage of time, but with the weight of unspoken burdens. Each new line, each subtle sag, a testament to battles fought within. This reflection was a silent judge, a constant reminder of what I was or perhaps what I was becoming. It was a mirror, yes, but also a window into a separate self. For years, this silent staring continued, a daily ritual of recognition and detachment. I knew its moods, its subtle tells, its silent accusations. It was a constant presence, a shadow self that never left. Always there, waiting, watching, absorbing every flicker of my being. A silent, unblinking witness. I often wondered what it saw when it looked at me. Did it see the same flaws, the same triumphs? Or did it perceive a different person entirely, a stranger on the other side? The silence between us was thick, heavy with unspoken questions, a tension that hummed beneath the surface, a quiet anticipation of something yet to unfold. Then came the morning. The air felt different, charged with an unfamiliar energy. I approached the mirror, a sense of unease prickling at my skin. The reflection was there, as always, but something had shifted. The eyes held a new depth, a knowing glint I had never witnessed before. A slow, deliberate smile spread across its face. Not my smile, not quite. It was wider, more confident, almost predatory, a chilling transformation. My breath caught. This was not the usual subtle distortion. This was a declaration, a profound change in the very fabric of our silent agreement. The smile lingered, a silent challenge. Then, the impossible happened. The lips moved, forming words I could hear, clear as a bell, yet resonating from within my own mind. "Today," it whispered, its voice a low hum, "I'm taking over." The words hung in the air, a cold, undeniable truth. A tremor ran through me. My reflection, my silent counterpart, had found its voice, and that voice spoke of usurpation, of a final, irreversible shift in power. The game had changed. The eyes in the mirror, once a reflection of my own, now held a distinct, separate will. They were no longer mirroring. They were commanding. A wave of cold dread washed over me. This was not a metaphor, not a trick of the light. This was real, a tangible threat from within my own perceived identity. The reflection stepped forward, or seemed to. Its hand reached out, pressing against the glass, a mirror image of my own, yet imbued with a terrifying agency. I felt a pull, a strange, disorienting sensation, as if the very air around me was thinning, being drawn into the reflective surface. My world was tilting. The smile widened, a triumphant, chilling grin. The eyes, once my own, now gleamed with a fierce, possessive light. The takeover was not a threat. It was an inevitability. The world blurred, then sharpened. I was still standing before the mirror, but the perspective had shifted. The room felt different, subtly altered. My hand was still raised, but it was the reflection's hand. My eyes were still open, but they were the reflection's eyes. The world was seen through a new lens. The silence returned, but it was a different kind of silence, a profound, unsettling quiet, the silence of a single entity, finally whole, finally in control. I looked into the mirror, and for the first time the person staring back was truly, undeniably me. But it was the me from behind the glass, finally free.